This is where we belong.
Helmet that she's got. That'd be nice.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment. If only intent mattered. All the tools at your disposal, and yet here we are. I hope you at least attempted to use the internal NEUROAMP. And yet not useful enough to avoid a body count? Still, it's good to know the applications are proving themselves. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Meg.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barrett for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom. So this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith. Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
Shed any employees. Oh, terminology like that, where you reference manipulating people's lives. Oh, it makes my skin crawl.
It is the right thing, for Ryujin. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them. With the tech we've given you, I expect promises. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to
Okay,
start.
she wants to use wants me.
We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
Damn it! I think I'm screwed. 1 second. All right, so lobby members 1 to 7. Okay. So 1 is definitely, because that's the Infinity Limited. Yes. Okay. All right. Damn it! Oh my God, there's a lot to do here.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work. Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity just makes us look weak. The internal NEUROAMP gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished. Good. If you use that NEUROAMP wisely, it will guarantee that Infinity gets shut down. Well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits. You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth keeping around. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting. You and me both. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
Alright, so there you go. Next one. Just downstairs.
Don't cause any trouble.
If operation starts to bore you, let me know. You make a perfect lab rat for the R&D team. And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope. That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the NEUROAMP. I hope you're not actually suggesting that the technology I spent years working on and perfecting never sees the light of day. This is groundbreaking work. My life's work. Fine, fine. Make your case.
Okay. Let's have a look now. Vina as the sole owner of the intel. I know exactly how dangerous it can be.
Well, perhaps I really do need more data.
Yeah. Okay.
But I only created it. I wouldn't be the one that actually used it to do harm.
Ah, damn it. Okay, the artifices that can come out of using a far outnumbered.
No, I'm definitely not sure about risking my career over this. Well, this conversation's made me feel like a proper monster. But you're right. In a perfect world, tech like this is used for good. But this world is far from perfect.
Okay, you're not a monster. You got lost in excitement of discovering something new.
It is. It really is. For years, my only focus has been, is this possible? And then, how do I make it work? I never stopped to consider if it was right, or what it would mean. I guess it'll be up to a vote either way. It's not on the meeting agenda, so I assume you'll bring it up yourself? We just have to hope the others will see reason. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be?
If we acquire them, it'll be fun to see how they try to recreate their work. You should vote against acquiring, okay?
Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Maybe just a little. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have really been looking forward to it, so fingers crossed this deal goes through. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
Okay, 3. Alright, so. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I think he's on one of them as well, isn't it? Yeah, Dalton's gonna be there. Hey, Dalton.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting. I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome.
I was told to use the internal comm to make sure the board acquire after the...
That blasted tech.
Indeed. That technology shouldn't be used for such nefarious purposes, or in fact, any purposes at all.
If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk, and look what happened.
Project Dominion is essential to future success. We saw the first-hand of dangerous tech. It should never go to market.
You read my mind. Let's just hope Masako and the others see it that way. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd., we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new NEUROAMP might cause.
I'm supposed to acquire. Alright, then vote against. I'm sure with you. It's too big. The acquisition is worth the work. I know your team can handle it.
I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd. is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you excuse me,
okay,
I have
so
some preparations
yes.
to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
Alright, so we've got this one here.
If only there were more hours in the day. Great, the bane of my department. If you need something, make it quick.
I heard you're not a fan of acquiring.
Not much to discuss there. I believe I've made my case quite clear to Masako on why I am against it. All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset.
Okay, we'll be eliminating competition and gaining customer base, basing on your decision off the possibility of something might happen. Sounds pretty silly to me. Okay, persuasion. You can't tell me that negotiating on airtight deal doesn't appeal to you. Okay.
If it was anyone other than Infinity, I assure you.
Okay. All right, let's have a think. Let's have a think. Let's go. Okay. Okay. We'd be eliminating competition, gaining customer base, basing your decision off the possibility of something might happen. Sounds pretty silly to me. Okay. You act like the first time you've ever said acquiring a company.
I prefer to operate on an abundance of caution, but maybe it is a bit much.
Your part is the greatest legal team in certain systems. You can handle this.
Please.
Oh, yay!
If you want to change my mind, you'll have to do better than that.
Yeah.
I've heard enough. Too bad it wasn't as entertaining as I'd hoped. If you only had some real talent when it comes to convincing.
Okay, okay, she says the internal NEUROAMP would make a handling situation breeze. If I wanted to legal, I'm curious about your thoughts on have you...
Unfortunately, half my department's been poring over documentation, while the other half is writing up what legal guidance they can.
The internal would make the handling of any situation a breeze.
Are you trying to add to my stress right now? First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
I couldn't agree more. It should be completely banned from the settled systems.
Agreed, NEUROAMP should know about it. Is there anything?
Tech like this only has good applications when you have complete control over who uses it. Once that tech hits a market, open or private, that control is gone. And not only that, the tech is out there to be advanced or modified by anyone who might get their hands on it. Well, I'm both glad and surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako's lucky to have you at her disposal, even if you are a continual thorn in my side.
Okay.
You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal NEUROAMP, that Ryujin has. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful. But now, I really do need to get...
Right, so...
You operatives really will wear anything. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available. Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity LTD throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why?
The majority of those workers are innocent. They didn't know what was going on. Of course.
Saving the jobs of thousands is altruistic, which is not a luxury corporations have. It's a financial burden. It would be a huge undertaking on my part.
Okay, you could be getting employees at a bit cheaper salary numbers.
This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match our salary offers. Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation?
I think as well as I handled proves it was sloppy and the mole never should have been possible in the first place. We caught the mole, so okay. I think it went well. I think it was well handled. It proves the capable.
And why do you feel it was well handled? Please note I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know the why behind your statement.
Masako remained cool, stuck to the plan.
I agree. Should Masako have informed us too early, we may have all turned on each other. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been.
Internal NEUROAMP tech like this is dangerous and should be banned.
It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. Hence the added motivation that will bolster sales. It's possible, but with Alexis and Genevieve driving the restrictions and presentation of such a product, it's also highly unlikely. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
50-50. Wait. Okay. Damn it. I need to...
Hey there.
Okay, last one, I think. Alright.
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side? Well, you can let Masako know to rest easy. It just so happens that her agenda lines up with mine. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd. while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light. Infinity is that sad company in distress with thousands of employees terrified of their futures right now. We are the warm embrace of security coming to rescue them.
It's free now, but it will leverage in the financial burden. Coming to rescue all those innocent workers will really look good for us. There must be a downside to occurring.
The only downsides are the unknowns. Lyndon and Alexis are gonna have a lot on their hands. Not that I'm getting off easy. Whatever they find, if it hits the public, that's gonna fall on my shoulders too.
Coming to the rescue of all those innocent workers will really look good for us.
I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year.
You know, if you really want to keep Ryujin in the public eye, Graces, I'm actually here to discuss more. You have bigger things to think about when it comes to the future. Is the public actually gonna care about?
The consumer is our lifeblood. So capturing their wants and desires, of course it's all I care about. I'm sure I wouldn't be in this position today if it wasn't.
Okay, so you really want to keep Ryujin in the public. I'm actually here to discuss it with her. You have bigger things to discuss. You have bigger things to think about than future.
Sounds like you've got a bit of your own agenda going on. Well, let's hear it.
The internet should be banned.
The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal NEUROAMP will define the next era of tech, with Ryujin at the forefront. It's not an opportunity we just walk away from.
Okay.
You're right. The moment you violate your customers' trust, there's a good chance they'll never come back. Even worse, you push them into the hands of your competitors. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
Attend the meeting. Oh, okay, so we require that, but we're not going to. We're going to ban that neuro thing, because I think it's pretty bad.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments?
Infinity Ltd is an enormous unknown. The legal and financial risks are too great. I refuse to support the decision. Besides, I have enough to deal with now as it is.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ooh.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be
Oh my god, she really did.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
We only lied about Imogen so Laura would incriminate herself.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Security, escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
All against? Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? The internal NEUROAMP is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
It takes away the person's free will. It's not right. The moment the public learns about it, no one will trust anyone anymore, especially Ryujin. This internal comm is basically a mind control device. It should be banned. There's too many moral repercussions. Okay, fine. The moment...
I can't believe I'm saying this, but he's right. Regardless of the pros, the cons are too morally and ethically irresponsible to move forward with.
The moment the public gets wind of the true capabilities of this tech, we're gonna suffer severe backlash.
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Vina, prep Project Dominion for storage. Any other matters to bring forth?
She's gonna have a go at me.
None? This concludes our order of business for today.
Oh, she's gonna
So much work
bust
to
my
do.
balls. She's gonna bust me. Here he goes.
You're looking interesting today.
Shelving the internal NEUROAMP. Not the outcome I anticipated.
Maybe now you see the internal is dangerous.
A fine point, but it still proves its usefulness. The truth remains, Lucas Drexler learned a hard lesson, and we exposed a traitor among us. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin.
Is that your way of saying thank you? You're welcome. Quite a compliment coming from the guy. I hope this means I'll be getting a raise.
Lyndon and I already had that conversation. And yes, you will be getting an increase in wages from now on. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time.
Yes, I'm proud of you as well. Ularu
thank you,
needed
Sarah.
to be brought down. If you wouldn't have stopped her, who knows what she would have done next.
Whatever it takes. Okay, no pressure at all. These times, how often does it have someone turn against the company? Whatever it takes to keep
My
moving.
thought exactly. Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting
20,000,
you to
30,000,
senior
50,000.
operative. You've more than earned it.
Sure. Give me the details of the new position. Okay. That's it. Thank you. Just say thank
It's well deserved. As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to explain those to you.
What? 5,000? Okay, credits. Okay. 8,400. That's for the job. The bonus on top of that. All right. So they gave me 13,000 credits. So that gives me now 450. I was hoping to hit that 500 mark. I got a skill. Let's have a look here. I think we're... Alright. Find need useful operations. So where's the...
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Oh, be quiet.
I've got my eye on you.
I got my eye on you.
This deal could be huge for my company.
What's she doing in the lift? Operations. Imogen must be back. There she is.
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day.
Whatever needs. Good to see you back.
And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Questions?
Nope, I'm good.
Good. The mission board is generally self-explanatory anyway. With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course. No, only within the tower. The security risk would be far too much to allow access to that data.
I've made my own hours. Thanks, Richard. I'll see you around.
Certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy. Just for you.
Ooh. She open door policy. Alright. So...
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Where's my office?
I warned people that Tomo was unstable. Look what happened.
A gala at the New Atlantis Freestar Embassy. That'd be a good way to gather intel.
But where's my office? How do I know where my office is? This is taking the piss. 1 second.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Okay, that's a staircase. Oh. Alright, let's go back here.
I'm not gonna miss Olaru. I can still see that smug look on her face.
Don't cause any trouble.
Alright. Let's... Alright, so... Media sponge. What's this? Problem is here, I don't know where my bloody... Okay, that's... Alright, fine. So where the hell is my office? Or is this my office? No, that's not my office. I need to talk to her again.
Staying out of trouble.
What if I like being back after everything you've been through?
It's a relief. I'll take my desk job over being on the run any day. I was lucky enough to have plenty of connections and favors to abuse in my situation. We'll see how many of those favors come back to haunt me later.
Okay, what if I don't do these mission board assignments? Can you give me details about the mission board?
The mission board is where you receive your assignments from now on. Well, with the exception of the occasional special request from Masako.
Alright, what if I don't do these missions? Okay, fine. But then where's my office? Okay, so this is that girl's office, and then this office. This is my office. Okay, mission. Oh, okay. So this is my office. Okay. So this is my office. Alright. Okay, so hack persona, plant evidence and trade owners and kinetics. Okay. This is in Volley Alpha, so that's the same one. And that's in Aquila. Oh! They want me to sabotage the arms. Okay, well, I'm going to do... I'm going to take that. Yes. Take that. Yes. I'll take that. Yes. Alright, fine. Okay. I'd like to go back to Aquila City because I also want to... So this is now done.